Okay. I'm just going to give you just a few things about leadership. Just to be into random things, random thoughts, my random thoughts, and random things that are the truth about leadership, about you, who you are. I know this is a leaders camp, and I'm almost sure everybody who is here is a leader. So I don't expect you to get bored. I expect you to get writing. And then I also expect you to understand and then go back and do. It's not enough for you to hear it. It's only enough when it has impacted somebody else, when someone else is doing it, when it's, beautiful like that. So leadership is not the position that you're holding. It's more than a position. It's more than, the pastor of CL would do. It's more than the pastor of CL and PG. It's more than what you hold as a position. Leadership is beyond that. It's far beyond just what you have, because what you have is just really very small. It's not the big picture. It's a very small thing. And leaders, as a leader, there are things that you have to do. There are things that you do that show that you are effective. One of the things that a leader does that show that they are effective is you have integrity. Yeah. Shows that you are a good leader. Yeah. You're an effective leader. You are a good leader. Thank you, Mama. It's okay. That shows you are a good leader. You demonstrate integrity. You have empathy. You have good communication skills. Yeah, because good leaders have to communicate. If you do not communicate, the people around you, they are not understanding anything, and so they will not do because they don't know what you're saying. Yeah, literally, just you not saying anything is bad communication enough. If you're a leader, you have to tell the people. You even have to tell them that if you're seated in a chair, there's a reason why between this chair and that chair there is space. Yeah, for the chair to stay where it is. Like, yeah. So as a leader, if you're not communicating it, people won't know. People won't know that after the service, they have to pick up after themselves. Yeah, after this service, if we all left bottles everywhere, it means somebody has to come back and clean. Yeah, but also the person who's coming back to clean, make the work easy. Why do you leave your bottle there? Why do you leave a piece of paper? Why? Yeah, so it's those little things that make a good leader. And besides, you don't have to be the head of the head for you not to understand that there are things that have to be done, especially like keep where you are clean. Do what if you have dirty shoes, dust them before you enter. The auditorium, this carpet is expensive. You guys, some of you don't even know how much it costs, by the way, because you don't care. You are not the one. When they said to sonde the carpet, you didn't go sonda. But now when you come with your dirty shoes, you step and leave that on it. Yeah, but good leaders communicate everything. Hey, don't be the one who says, but what? If you don't tell them, they will do them until when they hurt you. Because you wake up one Sunday morning and you're like, God, why? I tell praise and worship leader, yeah. So if you don't communicate, Christian leadership is defined as influencing and serving. That's Christian leadership. So we lead in different spheres of life. Some people lead, more church. Some people lead outside the church, at your place of work, in your families. You lead everywhere else. But there's also leading as a Christian. So as a Christian, there are things that you have to know. This is how it happens. Okay, I will let this one be. this is how it happens, and yeah, you would understand it and know that I have to be a steward. What does a steward mean? It's the steward is a keeper. Yeah, just the way we always say that you might be a Christian and you have been put in a good position. Let's call it position. You are the pastor of CL Boyogere. But being the pastor of CL Boyogere, there are certain ways you're supposed to act. There's things that we don't expect from you as a pastor. There are things that we don't expect you from you, a missional community leader. There are things we don't expect from you, a worship team leader. We do not expect them from you. But yes, when you do them, probably we shall never know. And you keep saying that grace of God is sufficient for my life. That grace is only sufficient unto those that deserve it. God does not give food for children unto serpents. No. So choose a hustle. Which one are you? Are you a child of what? Yeah. So choose a hustle. Be a good steward of yourself, because Pastor, as he began in the morning, he said there is also personal leadership. So in personal leadership, that's where you steward your own self and say, okay, chitufu, drinking alcohol might be nice, but because now I am a leader, let me take it an extra mile and let it be by that way. It's okay. People who want to drink, you go and drink. Me, I'm not going like that. Or maybe, probably you're thinking about, okay, my friend said we should go to the club. And you just wake up and say, but it's not for me. Yeah, that's not who I am. I am a good steward of myself, and hence I will be a good steward of God's work. We are stewarding our own lives, but for the glory of God. It's not about us. By the way, it's not about you. Yeah. You're beyond your own self. You just don't know it. So that's why sometimes when they tell you, you have to do this, sometimes you don't do it because you don't know. You don't know the power that you hold as a leader, as a Christian. And until you understand it, it's the same way, understanding grace. Until you understand it in your head, it shall not work for you. We shall keep telling you, Banaya, you have to be a good leader. You have to do ABC. You are this, you are that. We will affirm you. We will celebrate you, but you'll still be saying, I think I don't have to. I don't want to. I cannot. I do not belong. Why? Just look at yourself. How tiny you are. You are very important in the house of the Lord. You are a great leader. But until you manifest it unto yourself, it cannot show. Some of you, we have to even just say that we have to tell the world that you are a leader. You don't even show. What shows? We don't. But yeah. Even when people are leaving trash in church, you're also doing the same. So what differentiates you from, what shows you a leader? Lead in every sphere, everything you must lead. There's a friend of mine who asked me one time that, why do you pick up trash? And I told them, I do not know. I just find myself picking up trash. Like, why would I walk past a dirty thing? Why? You are a leader. Lead. Because as soon as you do it, in my house, my kids pick up. They do. They pick up because somehow, I don't know. It's just because they have seen me do it. They have seen me pick it up. So I keep telling them, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Do not leave it there. So it's a good thing to understand. But leaders clean up. That's your job. It's one of the job descriptions that you have. You're a cleaner. So if you didn't know, now you know. Cleaner. Cleaner 911. When we see this space, that's when we look at the leaders. We don't even think about the other people who are supposed to do it. If we walk into church on a Sunday morning and we find this place dirty, we call Maggie. That church was not kept. It wasn't. Yeah. So it's not about anybody else. It's about you, the leader. And what you do about it is entirely up to you. Yeah. Christian leadership has things. It has servant leadership, key aspects. It has servant leadership. You have to serve others. Jesus washed his disciples' feet. Just imagine Jesus. You see how we see Jesus now? Back then, those disciples saw Jesus as their peer. The way you now look at me and you, how we look at each other, that is how Jesus was with his disciples. So it was easy. They used to do all those things that you're thinking about in your head. Because they were close. They were just there. It was Jesus. He was just a man like them. Yeah. They probably had KB for what they have seen, and they did so much. But servant leaders who serve others are exceptional. Yes. You serve other leaders. Serve other people. Don't be the one who is waiting. How come? Which one? I'm the leader. I'm the greatest in the room. Oh, please. Serve others. Serve others. Have humility. Be grounded in love. That is a servant leader. Choose your hustle and say, I've decided to be this kind of a leader. An exceptional leader. And being exceptional while serving others. Stewarding others. Being good to others. Be a visionary and motivating leader. Yes. Visualize. Tell people, Banange, this is how it's going to be. We are going to put on green and white. Okay. No red, not red. Green and white. Hey. And then somebody comes to but they will not understand it unless you have told them. Create the vision in people's mind. Let them walk around saying, that's our vision. So do they know it? When you stand as the CL pastor of that location, have you told them enough that now they know it? Because when you keep telling them, they will eventually get it. Yeah. So be a good visionary leader, but also motivating the people that you work with. Yeah. Motivate them, tell them good things also. Give unto your leaders. Don't be the one pastor who says, I work, I have a job, I'm always very busy. Like, which one? First, we have a shepherd, by the way. But we have not been taken care of. He will take care of us. Yeah. So, give them gifts. They deserve them. They have done well. So, as a leader, also in your missional community, lead those people, but also love on them, motivate them, be the one that they look up to. And when people look at you, they will say, I want to be like her. I want to be like him. Why not? Let them ask you the questions of how do you do it? But it has to come from somewhere. Like that. Your leader, you should be a leader who is thinking about Christ. You have to be Christ-centered. Leaders are tempted to think about their responsibility more than how they are supposed to act. You need to act like Jesus. You cannot be the one who's saying, anyway, it's okay. Bija kola. They will understand it. It's like that. That's how it is. Like that. Don't say that. Be a leader who leads like Jesus. Because you're a Christian person. You're a Christian. You're not like any other thing, any other person out there who's just leading anything. You're not leading an organization. This is not an organization. It is church. It's a family. So you don't lead a family the way you lead an organization. Hell no. You lead a family in a different way, with a lot of love, with welcoming, with compassion, with joy, with gladness. That is how you lead at church. That's how you lead the people in your missional community. That's how you lead the people everywhere you are. It doesn't matter how good you are. As long as there's no Christ in it, it's not working. Let people not, people don't have to ask you. Just by you walking past them, let them understand that you're carrying Christ. I keep telling a story of one day when we went out, me and my faith company. I tell you, everybody want to buy that. I tell you, never somber. But let me tell you what happened. We went out to celebrate a friend, a very dear friend of ours. That we're to Ukeyo. That we are in, a setting that is outside church. It wasn't church, of course. So for us, we have gone to a and then somebody says, Pastor Ruth. I'm like, no, what are you saying? Like, yeah, it's a true story, by the way. You don't laugh. It's for real. And I'm like, hey, go now, way. What are you saying? And before even I had gone halfway of what I was saying, someone else called Pastor Rachel. All the pastors were there. And I'm like, them. What don't say before we knew it, Pastor Chage. Allah. We're like, but you guys, do you know that we are misplaced? Do you remember Pastor's story of the pastor who did gospel night in a club? Katina fetwali tugenze call it gospel nights. That night, I want to tell you, it ended in a very supernatural way, but it was beautiful. It was beautiful to see that how me as a pastor, you don't have to call me. I just have to walk into the room and people just, they just know that this one is a different vibe. It's not the vibe of Joe. That is what you should be. That is, it should be different. When you walk into the room, it should be different. People need to see different things. You need to command another kind of respect, not the normal one, not the one that other people are commanding. No, it has to be different because there's a different grace also upon your life. So it's good like that. Amen. Twagambie, the leader, the Christian leader has to have integrity. Hey, why? Why are you taking people's tithe and offering? Why? Why are you the one who tells people that you send 11,000? You give me 11,000. Now I'll tell them that you sent the money 11,000. Why? They asked for 10K. Asked for 10. People are sending you money for land. You see, someone finds you at the doorway and say, who do I give money for the land? Like, which one? Integrity, Oh, two say one away, one no. Integrity and trust. Emotional intelligence, banage. You have to be self-aware. You have to help others to understand themselves, understand the things that are happening around them, understand that so many things that are happening in the world. Some of you don't even know how to use YouTube. You don't know. You still have that YouTube where you're not paying. Someone just said $4 is a lot. Which one? Get out of your shell. How is $4 a lot? How much is $4? Sente mekezo. $4 is what? A dollar is 3,500. Mulokole. it's a good thing, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. Emotional intelligence, strategic vision. A good leader has a strategic vision. Not these ones. But a vision is just, it's a vision. It's a, oh, you want it is that Monday to Monday? Which one? If I woke up, if I asked you now, right now, what is your vision? What is the vision for your life? Would you give it to me? Become a model? You're still oli akyali muto nnyo. Naye ajja kukula. Ajja kukula. This the world has a way of making you grow up by force of fire. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you must have a personal vision. Because if you don't have a personal vision, how are you leading? Maybe you want to perish, but why? Mhm. Have the vision for your life, for your personal life, and say, I'm writing my vision here. Have a notice board in your bedroom and write those little papers there and put them up. And I mean, just for just. Hey, oh boy, I got a boy, it's okay. I mean, no. How does your vision, how is it in your pillowcase? Banageneda. Put the vision up. What does Habakkuk 3:3 say? Habakkuk says, write down the vision and run with it. How are you running with it when it is under your pillow? You're sleeping on the vision. So that's why your vision is actually sleeping. Because you're sleeping with it. Hey, write down the vision of your life. The one that you. By the way, ojirote obera ngo olota vision yo gabuli kisere ojogerako. Talk about it. Tell people about it. By the way, Becky, I'm about to brag about my vision. Remind me to tell you. Hey. In 2 hours. Yeah. Yes. Decisiveness and problem solving. And that is what a leader does. Make a decision. You have this particular Christian. And they are in the church. After you have preached, they go and preach otherwise. When someone is done, they go and do their own meeting. Some of you became actually investigators in that church. Yes, you are investigating. Every time you're looking, what is pastor? Why is pastor dressed like that? Okay. Then when you go to your group, in the 5th column, when you go to your group, you sit there and say, by the way, pastor today was not smart. Which one? You are doing investigations for what? Who is paying you? So as a leader, you must be wise. Take the decision and say, by the way, find peace and go to that church where you want to go. It is well. Yeah. The Bible says, cast out the scorner. Hey, go. So leader, do not be the one who is saying, okay, maybe she will change. But you have extended the grace for a long time. Now it is time for you to let go. Now it's time for you to say, Neda, now you're not the one who is handling finance. You are the one. It's time. A good leader must know when to take the decision. Not, it's okay. Okay, maybe they will change. Okay, what? Those things. Leaders have to be firm. Otherwise, you won't lead. Because it won't be easy. It's not easy to tell somebody, by the way, step away from that role, go to the next role. It's not easy. But leaders have to be firm. Because if you have to do it, you will. You must do it. There is nothing else to do. I mean, you have to do it. So, make an informed decision. Be wise. Don't just say, by the way, I feel like you don't feel. It has to be an informed decision. It has to be a good decision. Yeah. Resilience and adaptability. A leader must be able to adapt. Stay steady, flexible, even when it is hard. Even when it's very hard, stay steady. I remember there was a time Pastor Rich was looking for a place. Naye, I think she looked for a place for nice even for a year. Just finding a place where they could meet. Yeah. But she stayed calm. Very calm in that storm. Even when they told her, leave the location, come back to Bulgaria, we don't have live stream. She was here in the storm. And very flexible. Until when she was able to raise a lead. Do what she could do. What she had to do. Just like that. I don't know. Behavior. Me, I have to tell you. Yes. Yes. Yeah, you have to know. Let me tell you about these people that you know. Jesus. He's an ultimate example of a servant leader. Hey, Jesus. He is. Moses led the people out of the land of Egypt. A very amazing leader. With very resilient and with a lot of patience. Just remember how many things the people that you have brought out of slavery, and now they begin to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They even up to Z. But he was patient and very resilient. So as a leader, you need to follow suit. David, he did well. However much the other things happened, but you see the Bible also still calls him the man after God's own heart. Yes, the names follow each other. The names follow great people. So just ask yourself, what's my name? Some of you have names for neighbors. There is Ruth demonstrated servant leadership. And to Naomi. Yeah. Ruth. She was a very good daughter-in-law. Yeah, I had to talk about her. That's very true. I had to because that's my name. Why not? Yeah. Now, Rachel, do you know that? My violence. Paul modeled leadership through mentoring, teaching, establishing churches. That was Paul. He was a leader, a very good leader. So you can't say, no, it is important. Let's read a scripture. 1 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 1. We are going to read it very, very fast because I want us to read like 10, 13 chapters. 1 Timothy chapter 1. Chapter 3 and verse 1. Okay, let's read together. This is a true saying, if a man desire the office of a bishop, he desireth good work. You can desire. 2. A bishop then must be blameless, the husband of one wife, vigilant, sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality. Pastor Rich. Given to hospitality. Apt to teach. Wait, so called in the cow. You see, now these are the qualities of a good leader. We are talking about a leader and a damn kwano. Auntie, hey, you can be a wife of one husband. You can just yeah. A bishop then must be blameless. That is 1. You must be blameless. You can't be a Christian leader and you are the one who's doing what you want. You can't. A husband of one wife, vigilant, sober. You must be sober. So if you whichever you must be sober, of good behavior, given to hospitality, apt to teach. Now 3. Pastor Rich 3. Not given to wine, no striker, not greedy or filthy. Now here, no striker means to yomba. Don't be the one who has a mouth. You are arguing in meetings. Guayomba, mochi guayomba. Simaya food, you are the one. Leader, calm down. Yes, don't be greedy. Yeah, of filthy lure. Look, like a good leader, you must not be any of those. But be patient, not a brawler, not covetous. What are you on? What's the problem? Why you all that time you are talking about? Like if you are not talking about something, it is such a tofu. I mean, would you say that I want to tie your gereko? Nayengo yo gerachi. Find peace and keep quiet. One that ruleth well his own house. Ruleth well his own house. Your house, your own house has to be going well. It has to be well in your house. You can't be saying, me, I'm a customer, I'm going to preach. My house, my husband, yeah, let's be guided. Having his children in subjection with all gravity. Your children, Bambi, tell them to sit down in charge. Don't be the pastor who says, which one? Tell the person who is in charge of that child, go take that child to the Sunday school. Why you shout? Why is it that you are the one who has a child who's all over the place? Why do I have another mic in my hands? Okay. For if a man know not how to rule his own house, how shall he take care of the church of God? You cannot. You can't say me I can. How? Not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil. Yeah, you could, by the way, if you fail to lead yourself or your home. Moreover, he must have a good report of them which are without, lest he fall into reproach and the snare of the devil. You must have good report. We said we are going to report back. People have to be saying good things about you. People have to be saying that you are kind. People have to be saying that you're welcoming. People have to be saying that you have allowed people to grow in your space. Yeah. People have to be saying that about you as a leader. Likewise, must the deacons be grave, not double-tongued, not given to much wine, not greedy or filthy lure. Like, you see, the bishop, but you can say me, I'm not a bishop. You're a deacon. If you're not a bishop, you're a deacon, but you're still a leader. So in the same way, do not fall prey. The words that come out of your mouth should be kind. There should be love. There should be grace extended to people. Don't be, me, I'm going to be a pastor. Ah, how? Eh, be kind as the leader. Be kind to the people in your missional community. Let it be love. Spread a lot of love that people stop miss. I hope. So that people stop not listening. Spread a lot of love. That people will just understand that you have said, start a missional community. They will start it with love, out of love. Holding the mystery of the faith in pure conscience. Last one. Pastor Rich, it's coming. And let these also first be proved, then let them use the office of deacon, being found blameless. Yeah. So whatever it is, when you're selecting leaders, when you're choosing leaders, when you're choosing the people who are going to your team, make sure, look at them. Ask yourself, is this person blameless? Are you willing to stay blameless? Are you willing to stay righteous? Yeah. Yes, righteous by grace nainga ujikola. Te wali we are righteous by grace and you're just there. We said grace is unto salvation, not unto sin. Yeah. It's not for sin. Grace is not your one-way ticket to sin. It's your one-way ticket to salvation, to goodness, to the goodness of the Lord, to the things that are amazing around you. Yeah. You have to be faithful. So if you're seeing your friend, someone, a leader that you know about, and you're saying, leaders, the report that has to be coming for you has to be good. A good report. Mark chapter 10 verse 45. It says, okay. Pastor Rich. I never let you by the way. Mark 10:45. For even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life as a ransom for many. You see, even God, even Jesus came to serve. He did not come to be served. He came to serve. To give his life. So why aren't you doing the same? Some of you serve with convenience. When it's not convenient, you don't serve. Hey, you are a kind of person who comes to choir when you want to. You are a kind of person who goes where, you go, when they say evangelism, how many times have we shouted evangelism? And you have not come. Hey, you serve out of convenience. It is bad. It's not a good thing. So serve the Lord with gladness at all times. Proverbs 11:14. I wish we could read this very fast. Somebody I'm actually busy. Tebabi mani, right? Okay. He that 14. 11:14. Okay. Where no counsel is, the people fall. But in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So, leaders are inevitable. We cannot live without leaders. We need the leaders. But we need leaders who are also standing uprightly. Leaders who make sense. Not just any kind of leaders who just do how they want, what they want. Good leaders. And you can be a good leader. You can just decide, make a decision and say, me, I have decided I am going to be a good leader, an excellent leader. And let's do it. It's amazing like that. Amen. 1 Peter 5, 2 to 3. Yeah. So we're going to read 1 Peter 5, 2 to 3, Matthew 20, 26, and Philippians 2, 3. And I'll be done. 1 Peter 5, 2 to 3. By the way, this time, now we know who's taking our time. Don't seem okay. So we know who to blame. She's not blameless. Okay. Feed the flock of God which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. Be a good leader. Don't serve from a place of I'm pained. I don't know why Pastor Davina tells me to serve. Why? Be willing. Be willing and serve well. Otherwise, it's not working. It's not good. If you are not serving like that, you're not serving at all. It's not working. It's not being good. Neither as being lords over God's heritage. So don't become the Lord. Hey, you are the leader that you don't want the pastor to call you. You don't want the pastor to call you at a certain time. You don't want the pastor to say this to you. You are the one who is offended all the time. You are the leader. You are the leader. You're not a good leader if you keep doing that. But being examples to the flock. I mean, be the person that someone wants to look up to. Hey, be a good leader. You see, people always love the money bags. They look at Maggie and they're like, hey, the money is there. When she shows up, we know the money is coming. Yes. So be that good person that people are looking at and they are saying, you guys, when you're a leader and you are not doing well, people can see. They can see. So be a good leader. Choose to change. Be the leader that you were supposed to be. Matthew 20, 26. However, it must not be like that among you. On the contrary, whoever wants to become great among you must be your servant. So serve the people of God. Do not be the one who wants to sit there and put up your legs. I tell you, want people to carry your bag. I tell when they don't carry your bag, you begin to say, but now they didn't carry that bag. I tell on the other day, they disrespected me. On the other day, you didn't. I mean, there is no water in the office. Buy the water. Buy the way. Make money. And be a good shepherd. And be the shepherd who doesn't beg all the time. Otherwise, you will become a problem. Everybody's looking at you. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh, Musumba wem na mulava. But then like that. But just be a good shepherd. Be that shepherd that everybody wants to relate with. That shepherd who smiles through the day. Even when they are tired. I know Pastor Rich is tired. But you can smile. I mean, you just be happy. So that we see goodness. So that we see the Lord shining through you. But otherwise, it's not working. Yeah, it's not. And some of you like to wear the gloomy face all the time. It has to be there. It's like your signature. Philippians 2:3. It's like Philippians 2:3. It's like your signature. That's who you are. That's what you want to tell us. That's what you want to give to us. But be a great leader. Being a great leader entails I mean, it means you have to act a certain way. It means you have to do certain things. It means you must have boundaries for your personal life. You must have, I mean, we are not watching. Nobody is watching, but it has to be perfect. It has to be blameless, even when no one is watching. Do not, out of rivalry or conceit, but in humility, consider others as more important than yourself. Mukulembeze, leader, you are not the most important in the room. The other people are more important than you. So treat other people more importantly than you treat yourself. I mean, it's about them. They are the sheep that God has put in your care. So take care of them. Take care of your missional community members. Take care of the people. I mean, the people on your team. Maggie here leads the venue system. Jesse there leads the guest experience system. I mean, take care of the people on your team. Kasim, you're leading the media experience. But lead the people on your team. Lead them beyond Pastor David said, lead them as their leader. Now stand in their shoes. If Pastor David were here, what would he say? Say exactly that. But every time they tell you, Pastor David calls you, I want you to tell the media team, Pastor David said that. Be wise. Use wisdom and say, I am using wisdom. Okay, this is what we are going to do. Now be the leader. Be the leader that those people are looking for. Do not be the puppet. Be the leader. So every leader needs to know these things. When you hear it, you have to understand it. You have to know that that is the way it works. You have to go that direction. You have to tell people. You have to talk to them. You have to love them. Invite them and to love. Be good to them. Be a generous person. Be a good, cheerful in every way. Don't be the one who says, sometimes, and this Sunday you come when you're gloomy. Next Sunday you come. What is your problem? Today we tell you, please hug us by force. Next time you want to, what is the problem? Be a good leader. Keep the consistency. Keep the love. Glow always. I mean, be the leader that everybody, when they see you up here, for example, the choir is already up, is always up here. They're always shining. When you wake up, put on that lipstick like they are going to see you. Yeah. And walk in gladness and say, by the way, it's amazing. I am a great leader. I'm going to lead with gladness, with happiness, with yeah. Pastor Chage, by the way, is always smart. On a Sunday, you look out for the smartest person in the room, it will be her. In the auditorium, her hair is kept, her nails are kept, her feet, she always has a boot on. Pastor Chage, please stand up. She's amazing. Yeah. So you guys, stop being the leaders that we cannot talk about. You want us to talk about you, but you are not good. You are not well kept. You just woke up out of your bed and said, and I am late. And you showed up. Hey, to you wako. Be smart. Be neat. Mukulembeze, buy a deodorant. Hey, bana mugule deodorant. Oh, like, buy a deodorant, please. Buy some perfume. Buy toothpaste. But I'm going to toothpaste. Yeah, we see gave zigo gule bizige binimu akawowo. Ebisiriza byebichi. Sibimanyi. Hey, buy toothpaste. By the way, let me tell you guys one thing. Mugule toothpaste. Look good. Buy that powder. Ako bulijjo koyitako mu town nga ka mitwalo 3 kasondere kagule. Yeah. Gwobera buli kiseera ndi ku nakyo wena n'otusiiwuukira naye nga we don't have anything to say. Yeah, so look good. Hey, ate n'otutiisatiisa mb'oli ku nakyo. Hey, no, look good. Look your best. Tomorrow is Sunday. Wake up with a good spirit and say, let us go to church. But go to church looking hot. Hey, go looking hot. Kati ogwamujowolo lero gujeyo ogambe kanyambale kali ka dress. Ko so that even when your husband, you're a pastor like me. Now me, when my husband sees me on the other side, my husband, by the way, he must be watching. Hey. I'm so loud, by the way. Yeah, so it's just like that. So if he's watching on the other side, he's looking at you from the congregation. I mean, hey, I know Gamba, I mean, you are a great leader of even just yourself. God bless you. I love you so much.
Stand up on your feet, everybody, and let us appreciate Pastor Ruth. Some people are not clapping their hands. So. Is there a spare food? Huh? I'm gonna have to be kokonkulu aliwa. Wajifunye? Baba na baga aniaga. Wajifunye kokonkulu. Atego obugundi obawati. Hey, yeah. So, you guys, it has been a great day. Yeah, it has been a great day. Thank you for. Yeah, I believe wadomazed odachi kasatunga mase. Wadewakedenga. Anya so one today. Yeah. Chisinzira ati kola church jobera. Yeah. So first sit briefly. Pastor Ruth is our last preacher, so no, there's no other preacher. Our time actually, isn't it 5? Yeah. So awe budom kama bomu kisa. Mwabale kufuna mamotoka. Yeah, God is doing great things in Buddo, by the way. When you start to see cars, tulinze mbaga za abantu. Yeah, so ne wano tulinze mbaga za abantu. Yeah, seriously, zija. Yeah, this year weddings. There's you guys in April. In April there's a conference called Proclaim Conference. If you attended Bishop Doug Howard Mills, put up your hand. Bishop Doug. Yeah, live in the room, eh? Power. So there's a conference called Proclaim. Rachel, can you put the thing? That's the conference. It's happening on the 16th, 17th, and 18th of April. Yeah. I never hold the one. Yeah, I think another student, unless you are ready, you are not in the new curriculum. Yeah, but you can ask for your teachers for leave. If you are working, you can ask for leave. You can write now, ask for leave. But today, what I want us to register some people. Yes. First of all, each registration is 50K. Now, so me, I'm privy to information because that money is going to be increased to 150,000. Yeah. And then the link will be closed. So what happens in Proclaim? Great men and women of God are coming. Upmore right now is in UK. If you've been watching YouTube, he's actually in a camp now in UK. Next week is going to a conference called Exponential. in America. Who watched the other Zoom with Dave Ferguson? So Dave Ferguson hosts 50,000 pastors global. Yeah. Actually, he said that conference was already booked 11 months back. So the whole conference, it is hard to find one African preacher. Actually, Apostle Moses Musa is the only African preacher who preaches in that conference. Last year he preached, and this year he's preaching next week. Yeah, it will not be on YouTube. It's sort of a paid link, but when I get the link, I'll send it to you so that you chip in and you see. Most probably up more teachers for 20 minutes, but more 20 minutes. It is like high capacity conference. So now imagine Dave Ferguson is coming to that conference. There's a book in my office called The Exponential. You can read. Pastors from Nigeria coming. Apostle Grace Luvega is going to teach in that conference. Up more. Many people. So you cannot be here and you miss. Praise the Lord. So there are two instructions I want to do now. First of all, that. And the other is a birthday celebration. There are two, and I end. Praise the Lord. So this is what we're going, and they both involve money. And I'm telling you this for you to be blessed, because me I can pay for people. Me personally I can pay for 10 people, like I've been doing. Yeah, but I also want you to pay for someone. So I want you to first put up your hand if you are going to attend that conference. Put up your hand if you are willing and obedient to attend. Put up your hand properly. Yeah. You see when Kalima's hand is up. So, hey, Kalima wana bayo gwani. Fine. So, put down. Number 2. If you can afford a 50,000 for yourself, put up your hand. 1, 2, 3. No, it's fine. Tofa, you might get mkono ngagena tegugenda. Eh? So, let me just say, when are you willing? When are you able to register? Because me, I don't know when the link will be, when the money will be. Can you do it by Monday? No? The first way to Okuziriwa. Okay. So, if you are here and you are willing to sponsor someone in that, to pay for someone, put up your hand. Because me today, I want to pay like for 6 people with my phone. Yeah, you put up your hand if you are willing to give me 50K to pay for someone. You're going to pay for Pastor Ruth. Yeah, Pastor Ruth, who are you going to pay for? You guys, sponsoring abantu. Yeah, I need someone to come here and help me with a phone to write names. Away Wajango. So, write the people that said they are going for Proclaim. Even tomorrow I'm going to ask people for money. For what? For this thing. I want each one to pay for a person to pay for another, something like that. We have already paid for someone already. Yeah, so far 3 people have registered only. Yeah, so put up your hands again. Chage manyani away wa abawandik. You guys put up your hands. Put up your hands. Master, didn't you put up your hand? You've changed your mind. Yeah. Mercy, Kasim, Pastor Davina, Pastor Ramba, Kalema. Atabala, Pastor Davina, wasn't avo. But sister, again, don't could you more proclaim. But brother, what's the one? But sister, she seriously. You can pay this weekend, at least by tomorrow evening. Pastor Davina, Pastor Chag, Pastor Ruthie, Pastor Awebwa. Yeah. By tomorrow, did you know what? Twagara wanted that thing to be going up and up. I had to full of mass at this time. If you just select it will be like full board. How many others?
Shamim, Pastor Becky, Apostle Maggie, Pastor Davina, Mercy, Kasim, Pastor Gilbert, Pastor Rich.
Okay, Maria, did you put up your hand? Put up your hand. Kati mzemba tegerera mwanguzi wandika Maria wandika Chloe. I saw Jesse wandika Jesse Mununchi. Yeah, not being passive here. You can't allow Mwanguzi Rebecca and Black Beauty. Jesse Mwanguzi. The people from Budo. Pastor Davina yajotukulira. So Nava, we want to Priscilla Mulongo. Winnie Nefifili. Janet Naiga. Actually, Fiona Alima. I prefer to know better Gerera. Mpaka. Bategerera Modesta wandika Apostle Modesta Adio yimukuyambako gwe ba disciple bajire Douglas anaba yiri washishi Tinashe I don't know wandika bebo for now tuja kuongerako yeah bebo Zaina, okay. That's what she works. That's what I'm kidding. How many others? $22 people. Yeah, times 50,000. That's how much? Million. Mume mitwalo kumi. Yeah, million mitwalo kumi. Is that true? Okay. That's so we shall settle that tomorrow. So Ishochimu. Gamba Ishochimu. Who wants to hear the second thing? Chloe, happy to see you. Yeah. You guys, do you know that Apmo is going to celebrate his 50th birthday on 29th March? Yeah, if I scrap your hands, really. So different groups of people are doing different things. There are people who are whatever